All right, good morning, everybody, and welcome to the last lecture of Module 103-2. We will be going over and covering, this is a dog and cat color lecture today. So super fun, a little different, nice and relaxing for you guys for your last day. And again, this is just supplemental. You're not going to be like quizzed or anything on the colors. But it's just important to know when we are intaking animals into the hospital and we have to fill out their information into the computer, they're going to ask what color is the patient. So there might be a few more colors than you thought out there, or a few more terminology that we'll use for different colors. And I might also be missing some colors. So don't be all, don't get upset if I accidentally missed, your dog's color or a certain color that should be on there. If you see one that should be on there, let me know. Send me a message. Even better if you can send me a picture and I can add it in there. But I just basically got all these pictures. Mrs. Rincon, not sure if anybody in here met Mrs. Rincon. She's one of our other instructors here. She gave me a ton of pictures, said that she wanted to do this PowerPoint. So I was like, okay, yeah, let me throw this together. So again, might be missing a few. Let me know if I am. But I hope you guys get to see some cool new colors that you haven't seen before in our dogs and cats. So I'm gonna go through dogs first, and then we'll go through cats. And again, you guys just take a look at the colors there, see what differences you can note in between the colors, and have fun. Okay, the first one we're looking at, this is a dog that is blonde or gold. So we have, like our golden retrievers, cute little pom over here that's more like a blonde, I would say. But we use, instead of saying yellow, which we will say yellow for like labs, it can get a little confusing. So like I would say golden retriever, right? Or I would say blonde, colored Pomeranian, yellow lab. So it can all basically be this nice, pretty yellowish color, but we can use some different terminology there. As in, we're yellow. Yellow, actually, gold can tend to be a little bit lighter. Yellow is like a lot darker. You guys can see this guy's like golden, like really dark yellow. So a little bit of a difference there. Got our brown, nice, pretty chocolate brown Labrador. Now, chocolate is actually, so nice brown. We can see a lot of the light brown mixed into here. Chocolate is supposed to be a very deep brown. So we usually categorize like little poodles, like this little guy, will be a chocolate, again, much deeper, richer brown. Or black. So such as like black labs, or pretty much any black lab type of a mix. German Shepherds could be completely black as well. And there are some breeds that track that way a little bit more. Then we have our blues. So blues can be a little bit different. They're like a really deep gray with some black, and it's so gray that it actually tints a little bit blue. So this is actually a man-made color. We bred this color, we made this color. So unfortunately, a lot of animals that are true blues can have genetic issues, especially they tried to do this with Labradors. They were making silver Labradors. They were trying to make them blue, and they actually had a lot of pretty severe genetic problems. So this color, again, we bred it, we made it. I'm not saying that every single animal that has this color will have that problem, but it's definitely something that we see because of that, just the genetic process with that color. Then we have our white puppies here, white and fluffy, like an Eskimo dog, so cute. I always think about when I see like white dogs, or especially white horses, I'm like, oh man, that's a lot to clean. That is a lot to clean. If that dog runs through a puddle, it's over. Like, we got to do a bath every day. Oh my gosh, I'd be like really finicky over a white dog or a white animal in general. I did have a white horse. Well, he was like white and kind of brown growing up because he was flea bitten, and man, oh my gosh, he was so much to clean. It was so much horse. And I'm not sure if dogs would be the same way, but oh my goodness, my white horse, if he would lay down and it was nice and grassy, he would get grass stains on like his knees. So like the white, he would have grass stains and stuff. Oh my gosh. Oh, white, so pretty though, so elegant. Love the color. Now cream, you guys can see going from white to cream. Cream is just a little bit more of like a tannish color to it. Oh, sorry guys. You can see a little bit of tan like right in between here and between the eyes and around the limbs and stuff. So not pure white. It does have a little cream tint to it. So a little tan mixed in. This is our cute little Frenchie. Okay, and then we have our red, like our dark red. And this is a really pretty, like full-bodied color. We can see golden retrievers, we can breed them red, or even the Nova Scotia duck-tolling retrievers. Those are like the true red retrievers. We have like Rhodesian Ridgebacks, which are going to be predominantly red. And then this dog here, this is a setter. You can just tell from the conformation in the ears and face here, this is a setter. So some setters are red as well in color, like full body red like this. Then we have our silver. Got a cute little poodle here, nice and pretty silver. So silver tends to be a little bit lighter than a gray. You can see there's a lot of white mixed into the gray color. It's definitely on the lighter scale. Then we have like a bicolor, so like a two-tone dog. This is a border collie here. So we've just got the white and black. And again, that's just a two-tone. And we do have as well our tricolors. And this is actually one of my friend's puppies. Her name is Curry. She's super cute, little Australian Shepherd. So a tricolor, I think bicolor is 2, tricolor is 3. So we have 3 different colors going on here. We have like a tan, a white, and a black all mixed together. So we'll see this coloring. This is like traditional for like Australian Shepherds, tricolor or merles. A lot of herding dogs have this tricoloring going on. Liver and tan can also be a combination that you'll see. This is considered to be like a bicolor. I could categorize it that way because it is 2 colors, the tan on the brown. This guy actually looks like he might be a tri though. It's kind of like really white on his chest. But that's just the 2 colors together. This liver would be the brown and then the tan mixed in. The saddle, this is going to be a coloring, you guys, if you've ever dealt with horses or ridden a horse before, that equipment that we put on their back that we sit in when we ride, that's called a saddle. So the marking here, you can see the black kind of covers along the back and swoops up before the legs. This black area on the back, that's where a saddle would sit on a horse. So that's kind of why we categorize it as a saddle coloring, because it's not like black down the legs or anything. It's seriously, it's only black right along past the shoulder to the hip region. So that's right where a saddle would lay. We have our beautiful merles. So again, those Australian Shepherds, they can be tricolor, they can be merles. There's quite a few different breeds that can breed merles as offspring. Unfortunately, with merles, there's blue merles and red merles. I only have a blue merle on here. A blue merle is mixed with the red and the, it's the like that dark gray, whitish with the black. Red merles just take out the gray hair and replace it with red. So it's pretty much the same color pattern, just a little bit different differentiation within those colors. But the merles are beautiful. Unfortunately, merles tend to have some health issues too because of the coloring, just genetics there. And depending on the dog and mostly looking at their genetics, some merles will have blue eyes. Some don't. This guy's just got nice brown eyes, but sometimes you'll get a colored gene in there, a pop of blue, which is also, I think that is super gorgeous to have the merle and blue eyes. I find it beautiful.
Miss Nielson.
Yes.
What's the difference between a merle and a lilac?
So lilac, from what I know, is like a light gray. Do you know it as something different?
I don't really know. I've only heard of a lilac recently in French bulldogs, but I've never really seen the difference. It just looks a lot lighter with a merle.
Okay, I'm looking up the French bulldog because I'm super curious about that. Well, because I've known, oh, they are kind of like I wouldn't say like a merle. They're almost like a two-tone. So lilac it's like a silver with the white chest, traditionally, is what it looks like for here. That's what I'm seeing, at least. They call it a lilac merle. No, you're totally correct with that, Bretta. It's a lilac merle. Interesting. See, you're always continuously learning, you guys. You will never like ever learn or know all of it. And there are new colors that pop up all the time because we're breeding and trying new combinations. That's actually a super cute bulldog. That's really cute. Man, are you looking at
Can
getting
you
more?
post it so we can see what you're looking at?
I know. Let me see if I can. 1 second, guys. Let me stop my share here. Just 1 second. I'm gonna try to see if I can bring up. Let me get up a private web page, and then I'll show you guys what I'm looking at.
Also see it in Frenchies,
That's what I'm looking at it in Frenchies. Yeah.
but there's like different lilacs. There's a like a 2-tone, and then there's one that's more like 3-4 tones.
Here. So that's like what I'm seeing right here, like the cute gray that has the chest to it. And it can go down the legs. That's kind of what I'm thinking is like well, that's like a little bit more of a tan. Here we go. This is what they were calling the lilac. So see how it's kind of like blue, like like that blue gray 2-tone. That's actually really pretty. I've never seen a Frenchie look like, I've seen the all blue ones like this guy.
Oh, you see, Miss Nielson? They look different. I'll show you. I'll send you a picture.
You have a different one?
See, the ones I've seen are like a Merle, but lighter.
They're like a Merle, but lighter. Interesting. Yeah. So they're like a lot more color to them then.
Mm.
Okay. Cause I'm like, wow, that's actually really pretty. The gray with the kind of offset, the tan, I think is what it is. Oh, look at that. Like this guy.
That is so cute.
Because that's like blue Merle right on a Frenchie. That's a color combination I've never seen before. Merle French Bulldogs of Texas. All right, guys, how much do you think one of those puppies is going to cost?
I don't care.
You want me to tell you they're over 10 grand?
I poke fun because the French Bulldogs are already like a $3,000-$4,000 dog.
Okay, so I care colors,
now. With the
it went from 3 to 10. I care.
Yeah. I bought a Frenchie and she paid 10 grand, and he's a Merle.
Hey, dang. Crazy, guys. No, people will pay for those colors. That's so true. That's true.
She has 3, so she paid one and 6 for another one.
Celia says $8K. Yeah. Oh my gosh. These are expensive dogs, you guys, and they're also really expensive to care for.
Rather have a child. It's probably a little cheaper.
Probably. I don't know. These Frenchies, they're pretty pricey, these guys.
Right. A child's cheaper.
Yeah. No, the child probably would be cheaper. Yeah. Oh my gosh. That'd be cool though. This is kind of what you saw, Brenda, like a Merle like that. That's so interesting. Wow.
Miss Nielson, I'll show you. I'll send you a picture of my sister's Merle. His name is Kenzo.
Please do. Please do.
He has third eye. So he has a blue one and a brown one.
Oh, cute. Love that. Love it. Oh, and look at that. My next slide was literally a little Frenchie. This could be a Boston. It's a Boston. Okay, guys. So next color here, we have a sable. This could also be considered like a tricolor as well. Does anybody know what dog we're looking at? Who is this, you guys? Is my crowd too young? How many of you guys have watched Lassie?
A border collie?
So not a border collie, but everybody thinks this breed is Lassie. This is a Shetland sheepdog. Lassie was actually a collie, not a border collie, but a collie. So Shetland sheepdogs, they're just big fluffy collies, but tinier. They're just smaller and they're super sweet. You guys, I grew up with a Shetland sheepdog that looked just like this. His name is Rocky. He was like the best dog we've ever had. Super obedient, willing, confident, really, really awesome dogs like the Shetland sheepdogs. And Shetland sheepdogs, they come in a sable color like this, but they also come as a Merle too. So you can get them in this merled color. I've seen they've bred that into them. So pretty cool.
Miss Nielsen, how come they're so hard to find?
The what? Shetland sheepdogs?
Yeah.
Like for buying purposes, guys?
Yeah.
You know, I'm not sure. I know that I want to say maybe in different areas they're a little bit more prevalent. So I'm from Washington. And where I was, gosh, I feel like there was quite a bit of a lot of people had herding dogs. because it was kind of farm and ranch country. So a lot of people had Shetland sheepdogs or border collies or Australian shepherds. So I think out here in California, you know, these are really energetic dogs. You think about it, they're herding dogs, right? They want a job, they want a purpose, they want to go. So probably not a great apartment style dog or a city style dog, which might be why you don't see them here very much. They're just
Are
not
they
really
more active than a husky and need more outdoors than a husky? Because I know huskies, if you don't have the time, don't get
huskies,
it.
yeah, they're extremely demanding. Reasonably so. They're like bred to be sled dogs and working dogs. I'd say it's very similar. They're not as big as huskies. You know, so maybe
The
they're
demand that you'd actually have to do is the same.
yeah. So, but they have that natural, want to be out there and running and working. So very similar. A lot of people, unfortunately, this happens with like Australian shepherds, Shetland sheepdogs, even border collies. You know, people are like, oh, they're so beautiful, I want one. And they get one. And then they're like, wow, this is way too much dog for me. It happens a lot where we don't match the owner and the dog very well. And I think that's probably a big reason why we don't see very many herding dogs here in the city. But yeah, huskies, they're so beautiful. People love huskies. They want a husky, and people don't realize how energetic they are. They're working dogs. They have so much energy. It's a lot to take on. Same with German shepherds. They're beautiful dogs. But yep, it's like having a child. Like Sequoia was saying, it's pretty much having a child with a big dog like that. Oh, the Chinese crested. You've only seen him in the movies. I've seen one in person because they're like half naked, right? These Chinese, here, guys, I'll show you for anyone that doesn't know what a Chinese crested is. Look at this little guy. You guys, look at this dog. Is it
I don't know
not?
if it's just me, but I can see everyone else in the Zoom.
Oh, you can't see it?
No.
Sorry, guys, let me, oh my goodness. Bring back my screen share. I meant to just exit out of the PowerPoint. Look at this guy.
That is so creepy that it's cute. Like, it's ugly, but cute. I don't know. It's like a rat.
Like when someone says like, oh, you know, they're so ugly that they're cute, I think of this dog. It's so ugly that it's kind of cute.
It's like a rat.
It is like a rat. And they're like naked, like they're partially naked, but they have hair like on their head. It's super weird. I mean, they grow hair like on their legs and their neck and head, not their body.
And that's normal. It's not like the owners are shaving them that way.
They're bred to be that way.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, look at all these guys. Look at bad hair day over here. Isn't that crazy?
Don't they get cold?
Yeah, people will buy sweaters and stuff for him for sure. Definitely can.
They might look cuter in a sweater.
I've seen like one or two of them in person. They're fairly shy, friendly dogs. They feel really weird because it's, you know, like feeling skin and not fur. When you guys feel your first like hairless animal, it's a really weird feeling. It reminds you of a hyena in The Lion King.
Yeah.
It's like a hyena. You guys, I was just watching The Lion King this weekend. That's awesome. Have you guys seen Lion King 2? Am I the only one that's ever seen that? Did you guys know that there's a second Lion King out there? Did you guys know
I
that?
saw it.
I had a friend over that didn't know that. And I was like, what? We have to watch the second one because it's about Simba's daughter and it's just really wholesome and really sweet. Anyways, guys.
Do you like it better than the first?
I wouldn't say that I like it better, but it's not like one of those, you know, sometimes when they have a really good first movie and then the second movie comes out and it's like, meh. I don't think that it's a bad second movie. I think it's pretty good. I think that Lion King 1.5 is probably the best. That one is hilarious. I love it. Oh my God. Okay. All right, guys, we'll get back into these cute colors here, but keep up with the conversation. I love hearing your guys' opinions and different breeds, and it's super fun. So tuxedo here, it's really similar to the bicolor, but the difference is it actually looks like they're wearing like a tuxedo. You can see like, it's like they have a black coat on, white undershirt. This is our tuxedo coloring commonly seen in our Boston Terriers, which are similar to French Bulldogs, but different. They look in stature, they look very similar. Okay, we have our spotted dogs, our dotted dogs. What is this dog, you guys? Everybody knows this. Who is this?
Dalmatian.
It's a Dalmatian.
Where's
Random
Cor-
question for you?
Yeah, where's Cruella?
I have a
love it.
question for you really quick.
Yeah.
You paused your recording. Did you restart it? You had paused it to show us, I think, the first.
Oh no, it's still recording.
Oh, okay, cool.
You're all good. Yeah, thankfully it doesn't stop unless I like really tell it to stop. It'll still record even if I stop sharing the screen. Okay. Are there brown Dalmatians? Are there brown Dalmatians, Luna? Has anyone seen a brown Dalmatian before? Is there a brown Dalmatian?
I was just gonna look it up. I'm curious.
Not real life, you guys. Oh, wow. Yeah, look. It's got brown spots and oh, like these two together. That's so cute.
Those are beautiful.
Wow. It's gorgeous. I've never seen a brown one in person. I've seen the black spotted Dalmatians, but I've never seen a brown spotted one in person. That's really pretty. Unfortunately, you guys, Dalmatians are really aggressive, like really aggressive. They are not dogs that we can just play with in the clinic. Unfortunately, they're really protective, and they are like, it's not even like I'll warn you aggressive. It's like I could snap at you aggressive. Unfortunately, they're gorgeous dogs, not super friendly. And then we have our Harley Quinn, which is similar to the spotted, but you guys can see the spotted is like more of an even, nice spots everywhere. Harley Quinn is like big patchy spots everywhere, super uneven, still really nice coloring.
He kind of looks like a dotted or spotted Great Dane.
Yeah, I was just about to say, does anyone know what type of dog this is? And it is a Great Dane, Sequoia.
Oh,
Great
that
Dane.
makes more sense.
Yep, they come in this Harley Quinn color. They're like one of the only breeds that we breed the Harley Quinn in.
What's their personality, a Great Dane? Because they're beautiful.
They're like big, gentle giants. Really
Not
low, really low key. They do really well with kids. They're really, my experience with Great Danes have been really good. My
It makes
neighbors
me want to get a house.
my neighbors grew up with like, they had like 4 Great Danes. Like, so I just remember growing up next to massive dogs that were super sweet, really great. And then in the field too, every Great Dane that I've come into contact with, they're just massive. That's all. They're like the size of a little horse.
Do you know their weight?
So
Like in between, like what they are?
comparable to like Mastiffs, they're probably, I'd average like 160, 170 probably for these dogs.
Wow, okay.
Ours is already 140 and he's a little over a year.
Oh yeah, he'll still
You
grow.
have one?
Yeah, my mom had 3, but right now she only has.
Oh,
My heart.
He's a good dog. He's still in that puppy phase, so he tends to jump a lot. He's really overprotective when it comes to my mom.
oh.
They're probably really big lap dogs. Shoot.
They're really, really sweet dogs. Like people get really intimidated by them because they're massive, but they're like big, like I said, they're like gentle giants. They're not, known to be aggressive or anything like that. They are really, really calm dogs. Luna is backing me up over here. You got tackled by one? Oh God.
I think it depends on who, because we have our Great Dane as a guard dog. So when
but that's a little trained differently, if you raise it up as a family versus
they have torn up like the inside of the car because someone pulled in and they jumped in the back of a Yukon. So inside the car, it was when they had torn everything up inside the car, everything. They took off the guy's clothes, his shirt, his shoes, his pants. All he basically left with was his underwear.
All right. Okay, I think we're almost done with the dog ones, and then we'll get into all the kitty cat ones. So we've got our brindle coloring here. Brindle is kind of like a mix between a tan, black, and even sometimes white. This guy's got like white on his chest here. I see a lot of pit bulls that have the brindle coloring, or even just like, our mixed dogs.
Pugs have it.
What's that?
Pugs?
Pugs have brindle?
You can do a brindle pug. I swear by it.
Okay, now we must see it. Brindle. Oh yeah. Oh, that's really cute actually.
They're really cute. They're more expensive. That and the black pugs. If you want a cheaper pug, go for the fawn, but they're beautiful.
Oh,
Black pugs though.
It's one of those things again where it's ugly, but it's so cute.
seriously, very,
The pug
very.
itself is cute, but it's the color. It's ugly, but it's so cute.
Oh, the Pugaroos. Oh my gosh. Okay. So now we're going to get into some cat colors here. And you guys, I had a little fun with the cats because I have a few cats. So you're going to meet some of my cats today that you haven't met before. And by the way, if you have any animals that fit these color definitions here, send them my way because I would love to make a PowerPoint with like my students' pets rather than just like random ones. It would be super fun. Okay, so first off, of course, we have Lilo, my kitty cat Lilo. You guys see her sometimes. She pops up on my lap all the time and likes to say hi. She gets super excited when I talk to the people on the computer.
And she was one in the lab Santa Ana bulletin board.
Yeah, this is my girl. So this is Lilo. She's totally a dirt. I love her so much. That's my girl, all black. She does actually have some little white hairs here and there. It's just who she is. She's an interesting one. Cute little tongue blip. I thought you guys would like that. Then we have our chocolate kitties. How handsome is this kitty? Oh my gosh. I was like totally just wow. Chocolate is beautiful in dogs, but man, beautiful chocolate cat. Then we've got our cream going on, and cream can be anything from, you know, this is a Persian here. We can tell that because it's got a squish face. So kind of like the pugs and the French bulldogs that have that squish face. Persians also have that. As a feline. So that's called brachiocephalic. It's having that shorter, soft palate. Again, that's just genetics. We bred them to be that way. All for looks. Now, white, of course, a little bit lighter than any of our creams or tans. And this guy's cool. He's got the two-tone eyeballs. That's really pretty there. And then we have a gray kitty cat. This is one of my cats as well. His name is Casper. And he's got nice, pretty deep gray coloring there. His pretty green eyes, my baby boy. Lilac for our cats is like a lighter gray. Just so versus like a gray is like that deeper, dark gray. Oh, sorry guys. Lilac is just going to be a nice, softer, lighter gray. Then the red, not as deep as our dogs. The dogs can get a really deep red. Cats, not as much, but it's still deeper than that tan color. Really nice and pretty, but it's not going to be an orange tabby. It's just completely red. There's no tabby markings on this cat. Then we have bicolor, and you guys, these are my little loves. This guy is Chunk, and this is Cleo, and these are my dad's cats. I actually adopted them, you guys, when I was in school many years ago. They're like 10, 11 years old now, these cats. And I adopted them through our program, and they were best buddies. I actually adopted them at different times. And Cleo, I adopted her first. She didn't really fit in with the family. The other cats, she didn't really click well. And then I got Chunk, I adopted Chunk, and they became best buds. I mean, seriously, best little buddies. I just think it's the sweetest thing. And yes, the shelter gave them these names. So I did not name him Chunk. The shelter named him Chunk. I just thought it was super cute. So of course I kept it. These are my guys. Love them. Oh, I miss them. Okay, then we have tricolor, and tricolor traditionally for our cats, I'm talking about like our calicos, or just mixed colors. Sometimes if it is like a mixed breed cat, we can see even like tabby and calico gets mixed together. It's really, really interesting, some of these tricolor combinations that can happen. Then we have our tabby cats. So tabbies are categorized because they have striping on them. They have, and it doesn't really matter what color they are. We have brown tabbies, orange tabbies, even like cream tabbies. So essentially it's categorized because, again, the striping in their color patterns, that is a tabby. That's considered to be a tabby. Now our orange tabby, this is another kitty cat of mine. This is Oliver. You can see he's got this striping. He's a little bit older, so it's not as like predominant as it used to be. But he's got striping all down his body, down his tail, and it's like a cream and orange striping. So brown tabby versus orange tabby. Then our beautiful tuxedo cats, and you can really see it on these guys, how the black looks like a suit jacket that it would pin together. And then they have like their little white cuffs and the white undershirt. So that's our tuxedo coloring on our kitty cats. Very handsome. I always think they look so fancy. They look like they're ready to go into the prom. All right, and similar to brindle in dogs, we have a tortoiseshell for our cats. So this actually reminds me a lot of that pug that we were just looking at, you guys. So this is a tortoiseshell, and our kitty cats, really pretty, like a tan and black mixed together. And there's no like specific color pattern. It's just going to be random throughout the whole body. Now tortoise shells, you guys, although they're extremely cute, I will give you a word of caution. Tortoise shells are known for having what we call tortitude. They have an attitude, a big one. So tortoise shells have tortitude. So just know, you guys, we usually, it's kind of like how some dogs are a little bit more predominantly aggressive. These cats are a little wild. So with tortoise shells, we're usually sedating these cats or giving drugs beforehand. Sometimes we can manage without, but they are feisty. These guys are feisty, just like the Bengals. Bengal cats are the same way. They're very feisty. We have a pretty chocolate point here. And we've got the full-bodied cream color with some chocolate legs, tail, and into the face. And these guys usually have really pretty light blue eyes, the chocolate points. We then have our more commonly known seal point. So chocolate point is a little bit darker, a little bit more of the chocolate color here versus our seal point, way brighter tan. So we've got darker tan here, way brighter, and the kind of brown, actually more of like almost a black. It's down lower on their legs, a little bit less on their face. But these guys are beautiful, our seal points. And seal points, this can happen for long or short-haired cats. Pretty much all of these colors, they can have long hair, they can have short hair. It doesn't really matter. They can still see that same color patterns in all of those. Now, this is one of my favorites. This is called a flame point. So I actually met a kitty cat that looked like this little guy over here when I was working in Hawaii, and he was a frequent flyer at our at the feline hospital that I worked at. He was always boarded. His dad was a pilot, so he was with us quite a bit. And gosh, I just love it. They're like a really pretty creamed color with a tan or orange tail and kind of around the face and ears. So it's not like the whole body is tan. It's very subtle. But gosh, I just think it's so beautiful. It's really nice color. And then again, we usually see that nice light blue eyes with this coloring too. Now our lilac point, we have this in our kitty cats. Again, it's lilac is that nice light gray type of a color. And the point is talking about like how we're highlighted here. We're highlighted on the face, ears, paws, and tail. So they also get darker. Oh, sorry guys, around those points, face, ears, tail, paws. So that's that lilac point. Then there's also a lynx point. So these are pretty unique cats. They have kind of like half tabby coloring, and then they're pointed as well. And again, the point just means that there's more darker coloring on their face, ears, paws, and tail. And so they also have those tabby stripes there going up the legs. Really unique cats. Again, nice and pretty blue eyes, lynx points, lynx point. Now our Harley Quinn and our cats look a little different than from our big dog, but similar. So it's like having spots kind of all over and not necessarily, deliberate nice spots. They're just kind of where they are. So we've got this big, beautiful dude over here. This is actually a Maine Coon. You guys, so Maine Coon. What's that?
He has like a mustache. He looks like a man.
Yeah. So Maine Coons, they're like that. They have mustache and then the ear points as well. Oh, where did that? Oh, this guy's like my favorite. Look at this guy. So yeah, they'll have, so these guys and Maine Coons, people think that Maine Coons are only like this tabby type of a color. Traditionally, we know Maine Coons to be this kind of a color here, nice tabby, but they come in all sorts of different colors, orange, cream, even Harley Quinn, dark grays, beautiful cats, beautiful. Even as kittens, they still have the long ears and the crazy hair. Maine Coons they're pretty cool cats. There are a lot of cats, so it's kind of like having a cat and a dog in one. They're definitely not your traditional house cat that like you just leave alone and they take care of themselves. They do require more attention and playtime and stuff from your standard house cat. But yes, Maine Coons can be many of different colors, but we can tell really based off of even just looking at the ears and the facial characteristics here. And then just a cute little kitten over here. All right, now Vans, this is similar to our pointed colors, a little bit different because they have a split that goes down their head. That's kind of going to be a big difference there. Or this guy, he's kind of like half and half, but considered to be a Van. A point would have that dark color in the whole face. This one only has it kind of on the forehead, not towards the center of the face. And its tails are colored, but not the paws. It's a little bit difference there. And you guys, that's all that I had for you today. So I want you guys to type it in the chat. What was your favorite color? I want to know. What was the cutest? Or was there one that I forgot?
I'm actually pretty curious. I emailed you a picture of one out of the 2 cats I have, and I don't know what she is.
Okay.
I adopted them, and I have no idea. Even looking at your Zoom, I'm like, nope, not her. Not her.
Couldn't find it. Okay. All right. I'm going to stop recording you guys, and then we will go over and let me check those photos real quick.